There, my name's Claire Chancellor. I'm incredibly passionate about helping people raise their self-worth and radiate out that true, authentic confidence. In today's video, I want to give you a bit of a glimpse of my approach to coaching and counselling and what it's like to have a session with me. Whether you're on that journey of working through personal development, health issues, relationship issues, money issues, all of these limitations come back to self-worth and where you've been giving your power away. I've had the amazing privilege of being able to be a holistic counsellor, a coach, a master coach, an NLP trainer and master trainer. So I get to teach people how to resolve limiting beliefs, work through limiting emotions, and create those strategies for success so people experience that oomph of change. If you're unfamiliar with NLP, basically it stands for neuro-linguistic programming, and it recognises how we communicate to ourselves will determine the results that we get on the outside world. So instead of counselling where we're talking through issues, how you feel, unpacking that, NLP coaching works out what is that results that you want, what's getting in the way of you having that, and then instead of having to manage anxiety or burnout or health issues or relationship challenges, instead of having to manage those problems, we now just release them. We now work through to resolve and dissolve the things that have been holding you back. As an example of this, somebody who has those chronic health issues like an ongoing sore throat, it tells us that on one hand, they want to speak their truth. They want to express what they want to say. And yet, on the other hand, there is a reality where potentially in the past, people have been quite harsh, judgmental, ridiculed what they had to say. And so the unconscious mind holds on to that. The unconscious mind wants you to survive. And so if it has made a rule that says it is not safe to speak your truth, then it will generate things like anxiety and sore throats to keep you to hold yourself back to ensure your survival. And so there's a real conflict going on with this old programming of the past versus what you want for your future. When we can go back, whether it's this life, in childhood, or even past lives, to work out what was going on that caused people to be so disrespectful to what you had to say, and get the unconscious mind to have a look at what was missing from that scenario, what we can learn from that back then it's incredible. The unconscious mind releases that old limitation and frees up the energy for good health in the throat, good health to express yourself, and head held high, shoulders back to confidently say what you want to say, as well as having the discernment on knowing who you want to speak to. So it's a quick example here of what's going on with your unconscious mind wanting to hold on and keeping you safe and small versus the future adult you that's like, yeah, let's rewrite the stories for the future. I really hold on to that strong belief that the past does not dictate your future. And when we rewrite, when we shift those limiting beliefs, things can change really, really quickly. I had a client who was really struggling with putting herself out there to be valued in her business, to be valued in her relationships. She was really struggling. And we worked out that when she was 5, her first day of school, she was holding onto mum's hand and mum was flooding with tears. And the client looked to mum to say, okay, what's going on? I'm not safe here in this world. Why is mum so upset? What's going on? Why is there a threat being out there in the world? And the unconscious mind had pretty much said, like, okay, you're not safe in the world. Like, keep yourself small, be on high alert, have anxiety, keep a watch for everything going on around you. And then once we did the coaching, we worked through to recognize that the unconscious mind was holding on to a piece of the past that was no longer true as an adult. When we did that work to shift that limitation where she was so fearful and worried about the outcome and the anxiety, her world changed completely. She became such a traveller of this world, and I love keeping an eye on her on social media to see where she's travelling, how she's just getting the most out of life and relationships and watching her business completely bloom from this ability to know that she can be her authentic self out into the world. Like, the unconscious mind was doing her a favour, but it was holding her back at the same time. So very, very rewarding to witness that change. Had a client who had a past where dad had gambled away the house, gambled away the car, all of the things. And again, as a child, the unconscious mind had said, oh my gosh, owning money, having a house, having a car creates tension, creates stress. So I will never ever have money or own my own home. And it was incredible when we were able to get that to release. The world changed so quickly that instead of this rule that was operating about, hardship in owning your own home, it got the aha that the problem was actually dad gambling away the money. It was dad. Dad's issues was the issue, not the money. And so then she was free to manifest in the money, manifest in her home, and create this ripple effect of change, not just for her kids, and again, travel, having her beautiful relationships. You can see I get really, really excited about this because I can see the potential in people, and just making that shift can create life-changing results. So hopefully this is making sense, and hopefully this is resonating. If you do have any other questions, let me know. But I'm really excited. If you're feeling the intuition pull to work with me, I would say start with an introductory call. From there, I'll send you out a questionnaire. Your answers will help me give a process, or I'll make a plan, I should say, for our time together. And then you will experience the best of Claire and the best of coaching to be able to create that shift. Of course, a lifetime worth of layers and problems won't be resolved in just one session, but you will come away feeling lighter. I can guarantee you that. What happens there, it's like trying on shoes. If you have that session, see what it's like working with me. Does it feel good for me? Does it feel good for you? And then we have the option for ongoing coaching. And that's for those decisive people who are really ready for things to change. And we will look at all the things. It's personalised coaching, whether you want to work through health issues, money issues, work issues, and be able to create that strategy for success, where you come away feeling more confident, head held high, shoulders back, then this is for you. So hopefully this makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. As I'm recording this, please know I live on the top of a mountain. You can hear all of the birds in the background making a noise. They're excited. I'm excited. And I really, really look forward to talking to you. Bye.